दरिया के पार लगाऊं, दरिया के पार लगाऊं, दांव पर लगी हो जिंदगी, मैं फिर भी मुस्कुराऊं, मैं फिर भी मुस्कुराऊं। अब किस्मत अपने हाथ है, मन में उठे जज्बात है, किस्मत अपने हाथ है, मन में उठे जज्बात है, आशाओं के पर खुले ही प्यारा है समा, दिल चाहे भर लूड़ा और छू लूं आसमां, धरती से लेके अंबर तक मेरा सारा जहां, सच्चे सपनों का साथ है और ख्वाहिशें आजाद है, सच्चे सपनों का साथ है और ख्वाहिशें आजाद है, आशाओं के पर खुले ही प्यारा है समा, दिल चाहे भर लूड़ा और छू लूं आसमां, धरती से लेके अंबर तक मेरा सारा जहां।
Let us love, let it dream, and taste the sky.
Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's very empowering webinar on child psychology made simple. Welcome each one. Good evening, and thank you so much for giving your precious moments of Saturday evening. Why we are here today, and what is child psychology? I can completely understand that because you people are so much interested to contribute in the well-being of kids. Maybe you are very conscious, alert, and aware parents. Maybe you are parenting coaches who really want to understand something new. Or as like me, I would say, your mantra may be learn, unlearn, and relearn. My motive to attend different new webinars is always learn new things, especially from the younger coaches. And I'm so grateful to Manish sir and all the Deep community who have already and always supported me to reach out different people from different states throughout India through Deep community. And thank you so much for receiving this invitation and accepting it and coming today evening for this beautiful discussion. About me, usually Manish sir opens the webinar and they tell about it. So मैंने इसलिए आज थोड़ी सी slides चलाई because he was busy somewhere. So I'm Dr. Sween Saini. I'm serving masses across the globe since 1991 in multiple roles and responsibilities as a mental health practitioner, as a counseling expert, parenting coach, career strategist, and life skill trainer. During the 35 years of career span, I have been privileged to witness the growth and development of 4 generations. A major drastic change in parenting style as well as a variation in child development. Now, who have studied already child development in Manish sir parenting course, they will ask me how it's possible. Always there are 4 areas or 5 stages of child development. How you can see variation in that? Yes, it is possible because we all are witnessing that जो हमारा जमाना था वो हमारे पेरेंट्स का नहीं था, हमारे पेरेंट्स का डेवलप करने का तरीका उनके पेरेंट्स या हमारे ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स जैसा नहीं था, एंड जो अब जनरेशन हम इस वक्त यंग जनरेशन ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं उनका डेवलपमेंटल स्टेजेस भी वैसी नहीं है जैसी हमारी होती थी. So few things they have preponed, few learnings they have postponed, and so much chaos is there when we talk about child psychology. So child psychology actually, it is the study of different aspects about child mind, which is carrying so many kind of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. In child psychology, we offer so many variety of topics, giving a broad and very wide aspect of child development, not in genetics or in stages and areas physically, but what is the psychological impact of different nature and nurturing on the development of child within all stages and all areas of development. So child psychology has also been named as developmental psychology. Why? Definitely because we are observing, we are learning, we are witnessing different developmental areas in different stages of life. When a child from very young born child and going through toddler, early childhood, middle childhood, late childhood, then coming to preteen, teen, adolescence. But have we ever considered in our daily routine life what kind of environment we are providing, what kind of peer group is there, what kind of social norms, cultural norms, religious beliefs, and our family faiths? They are impacting our children, growing children, in their thinking, feeling, and behaviors. So this is all about we discuss in child psychology. And if there is child psychology, definitely there should be child psychologists. So the first very important question is what a child psychologist does. So rather than only studying the theoretical aspect of child development, a child psychologist, they study conscious and subconscious developmental phases from prenatal to adolescence. When I ask this simple question to few people, when a life starts? Yes. Anybody in the group? You can raise hand and tell me when a life starts or when we start living. Yes, please. See, I have not requested or appealed anyone to open their cameras because I completely understand, especially in females, if they are in the evening, they are working, they may be working in kitchen or they just finishing their office work. But I really appreciate if you could participate because this is not a one-way conversation. I'm going to ask, I'm going to discuss, I'm going to shake everyone sitting here. Okay. So it's
When the
very
life starts,
yes, please, Himanshi ji, go ahead.
like when we born or when the like what to say? I'm
I'm
not
getting
finding the word.
yes, I'm getting what you are trying to say. Okay, when you are born or little bit earlier, when a mother conceives a child.
Conceive, yes, that time
Yeah,
that we
that
start
is
living our life.
wonderful.
At
I'm
that
so
time only
glad.
the developments happen.
Yes, I'm so glad that you could reach there before birth. Even life starts when a mother conceives a baby in womb. So 0 to 9 months of pregnancy period, it is also a life growing, developing within the womb of a mother. और अगर हम साइकोलॉजी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखें, that is the most important phase in the life of a child who has yet not taken birth as per our social norms. There is a huge psychological impact of mother's state of mind on that child. So जितना भी psychological background या ground सज गया होता है जब तक वो बच्चा 9 months का complete होता है, और उस वक्त जो मदर टू बी है उसका स्टेट ऑफ माइंड क्या है, उनके एनवायरमेंट में स्ट्रेस है या फिर वरी है, फियर है, या फिर उनके आसपास सपोर्टिव सिस्टम है, शी इज वेरी हैप्पी, शी इज ईटिंग हेल्दी, शी इज एंजॉयिंग हेल्दी बॉडी एंड माइंड, then child will be from different psychological perspective. So whenever we call about nature, nature is genetic. So 0 to 9 months is a major contribution of genetic impact from two parents contributing their genes, and then 9 months of that stay in that rented apartment of a mother's womb. कि 9 months का पीरियड मिलता है, उसके बाद मदर कहती है खाली करो अब ये कमरा, छोड़ दो अब ये जगह एंड गो इनटू द न्यू वर्ल्ड। सो उस वक्त तक बच्चे ने क्या क्या एक्सपीरियंस किया थ्रू दैट एम्बिकल कोड, वो सारा उस बच्चे के साइकोलॉजिकल इम्प्रिंटिंग में एज ए टेम्परामेंट एस्टेब्लिश हो चुका होता है। सो टेम्परामेंट इज ए जेनेटिक ट्रेट which is already inculcated in a life when a life takes birth. और child psychology में we have to study these conscious and subconscious developmental processes behind the curtain. वो सामने नहीं दिखाई देते हैं, सामने हमें सिर्फ बिहेवियर दिखाई देता है। मोस्टली हम क्या देखते हैं, बच्चे की सॉक्स छोटी हो गई, बच्चे की ड्रेस छोटी हो गई, बच्चे के शूज छोटे हो गए, उसके दांत आ गए, उसका वेट बढ़ गया, उसकी हाइट बढ़ गई। सो कुछ छोटा हो गया, कुछ बड़ा हो गया। बट जब तक बच्चा टॉडलर से अर्ली चाइल्डहुड में पहुंचता है, तब तक उसके कुछ टेम्परामेंटल ट्रेट्स भी एस्टेब्लिश हो चुके होते हैं, जो हमें तब तक समझ नहीं आते जब वो एक सैपलिंग की तरह उसके बिहेवियर्स में दिखने लगते हैं। सो टेम्परामेंट इज ए रूट जब थोड़ी सी निकल के आती है जमीन से बाहर, और फिर एक छोटा सा सैपलिंग से श्रब से प्लांट बनता है, देन वी स्टार्ट ऑब्जर्विंग, ओ माय गॉड ये तो झूठ बोलता है, ओ माय गॉड ये तो बड़ा स्मार्ट है, ये तो बड़ी चालू है, ये तो बहुत बोलती है, ये तो बड़ा शाय है, ये पापा के जैसे शाय है, ये मम्मी की तरह स्मार्ट है, ये दादी की तरह बहुत दलीलें देती है। सो ये जितनी भी चीजें हम ऑब्जर्व करके बोलते हैं, दे ऑल आर बिहेवियरल पैटर्न्स coming from temperamental traits which one has achieved from genes, nature, biological combination of two people and from their lineage even. So prenatal से adolescence तक ये सब साथ साथ चलता है। इसके बारे में हम बाद में बात करेंगे। चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजी के बेसिकली what are the basic intention behind this program? It is not only understanding development, it is understanding, recognizing different milestones. किस माइलस्टोन पे क्या क्या अचीव हो जाना चाहिए, और अगर कुछ भी कमती बढ़ती है तो चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजिस्ट का माथा ठनक जाता है। चैलेंजेस कौन कौन से हैं, पोटेंशियल डिलेज कहाँ पे हैं, और फिर टाइमली इंटरवेंशन को इंट्रोड्यूस करना टू हेल्प पेरेंट्स, टू हेल्प पेडिट्रिशियंस, टू हेल्प अदर मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल्स, so that we can make sure child's well-being and future success. And then comes about early intervention. Child psychologists have to do some kind of interventions and identifying some developmental issues, some childhood disorders, some delays, and then addressing those issues and then supplying some support such as therapies or educational programs, so that we can inculcate that resilience in the children's life and their routine, so that they can overcome those upcoming challenges effectively. I hope I'm clear. Then we come in the picture again as an educator, as a coach, to educate parents and educators. So parents and educators, because they both are very important pillars of this triangle where we say parent, child and teacher. So parent, child and teacher, they could work properly to overcome any kind of stress occurring from the developmental delay or childhood disorder or any kind of deficiencies in their thought, emotion, action cycle. I'm only talking about deficiency in emotional part, in communication part, in social interaction part. It's not about deficiency in physical supplements or vitamins or any kind of blood vitals, because that is the role of eminent and expert pediatricians. So when we observe and witness any kind of challenge or delay, then we provide training programs, education, empowerment, facilitation, and techniques in case of in the form of remedies to teachers and educators. So as the child grows, reaching preteen and teenager, so many times we observe immediate and sudden change in their behavior related to their mental health, related to their communication, related to their responses, related to their mood swings, if we say. So वहां जाके थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना पड़ता है कि जो भी टेम्परामेंटल ट्रेट्स हमें टॉडलर से लेके अर्ली चाइल्डहुड में दिखे, अगर तो हमने तब इग्नोर कर दिए, और हम ऐसे ही चलते रहे, पेरेंट्स बिजी हैं, मम्मा भी जॉब पे जाती है, घर का काम भी करना होता है, नैनी नहीं है, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स पास में नहीं है, बिकॉज वी ऑल आर suffering with this nuclear family syndrome these days. So new parents, they are struggling hard to manage their child's quality time. तो क्वालिटी टाइम ही नहीं होगा तो इतनी सारी चीजें ऑब्जर्व और विटनेस कैसे होंगी? Most of the hours the child is spending in crèche or in the supervision of nanny. So child care people, they are not so much trained even or equipped even to observe those things. They just complain. Everybody is complaining about child, and we are just frustrated and we are worrying, we are taking stress, we are even punishing the child or trying to talk to the child in our own ways. But if that stage just passes like this in confusion, chaos, and like misunderstanding and labeling the child, then teenager is going to be very risky. So that we call as character building through nurturing. नर्चरिंग का रोल बच्चे के पैदा होते ही शुरू हो जाता है, और अगर अलग अलग माइलस्टोन्स पे पेरेंट्स, केयर गिवर्स, फैमिलीज नॉट अटेंटिव एनफ टू विटनेस एनी काइंड ऑफ टेम्परामेंटल डिफिकल्टीज और सम काइंड ऑफ डेवलपमेंटल डिलेज, देन लेटर स्टेजेस में वो बिहेवियरल पैटर्न बहुत ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट हो जाती है. Even in teens and adolescents, we can manage, we can repair, we can help kids to overcome some challenges. As a teen and adolescent coach, I cater to youngsters also. I also deal with parents and educators in that case. And if this is character building going through, so that we can say stem is building, and then a tree is forming in adolescence, जिसके ऊपर पत्ते, फल, फूल आने लगे, which is called personality. अगर हमने टीन और एडोलेसेंस में जाके भी कुछ मेंटल हेल्थ, बिहेवियरल या मूड स्विंग्स का ध्यान नहीं दिया और सिर्फ ब्लेम गेम और पॉइंटिंग फिंगर्स ऑन एनवायरनमेंट, सोशल मीडिया, बाकी चीजों पे देते रहे, तो फिर एडल्टहुड में पर्सनालिटी डिसऑर्डर्स होने की चांसेस होते हैं. So we are going to discuss all the developmental stages and different areas and possible threats during all stages on psychological aspect. And then their cures, remedies, solutions or support system. Along with, we also discuss so many legal policies and advocacy programs which are available to help parents, children, educators and society at large. Okay. Any question till now? Quickly. Yes, Gaurav ji. Sorry, I could not see your message in chat. Biologically, life starts in womb itself. Yes, very right. So thank you so much everyone whoever have joined late. So before we proceed further, let's have a wonderful applaud for one person जिनकी वजह से हम आज यहाँ हैं, जिनकी वजह से चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजी, चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट एंड इतने सारे जो ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स डेवलप हुए. So he is none other than Mr. Fruit, who has been named as father of psychoanalysis because he was an eminent psychologist who once visited an adventurous park with his wife and 5-year-old daughter. So they were out for picnic on Sunday. And as they entered in that park, his wife was a little bit worried. And she was telling him, यहाँ नहीं आना चाहिए था, अभी तो ये बहुत छोटी है. See how risky this place is. Everywhere there are very scary swings and very adult kind of rides. Let's sit at somewhere quiet place. And as they were passing by that crowded area of rides and swings, she was constantly telling the girl, यहाँ नहीं आना. Okay, you are not supposed to come here. You are not supposed to touch here. You are not supposed to go there, as we all mothers do. And while walking, they reached a lake. So they just spread a carpet there and sat there, relaxed, ate some snacks. They were talking with each other, and suddenly they were lost in their conversation. They could not see that their little girl has suddenly disappeared. He was curious, and the wife, as usual, new mom, anxious, worried, all the time on hypervigilance. She was in panic. Oh my God, where is she? I have lost my child. I already told you not to come here. And he was very calm, very composed, as most psychologists tend to do. Internally, they are also upset in that relationship space. But because they are psychologists, because they are working on other people's behaviors, they have to control and keep their behavior calm. And he was trying to maintain that. Then he said, I know where she is. Let's look for her at particular place. जहां पे तुमने मना किया था यहाँ नहीं आना. They went there, and surprisingly, that little girl was standing near only that adventurous ride जहां पे उसे आने को मम्मा ने मना किया था. Because being a psychologist and working with children in a very initial level, he was very much clear कि they are very curious, और जिस चीज के लिए मना किया जाता है, ये एज और स्टेज ऐसी है कि उसने जरूर वहां जाके देखना है. Because उसके अंदर अभी कुछ कुछ ग्रो हो रहा है, so she is getting curious. She is not able to ask, she is not able to address it, she is not able to communicate, but she can go and watch. So they found her there safely, and then this made him more curious to understand about what is going in their head. He studied more and more about biological processes, what are the unconscious process happening inside child brain when they are growing in different areas and stages, what they think, how they feel, how they behave, how their T cycle is going to turn up into their personality, and what are the learned behaviors they take from or adopt from environment. And that's how he could bring this wonderful aspect of child development, जो हम सब लोग अपने साइकोलॉजी की डिग्रीज में पढ़ते हैं, बुक्स में पढ़ते हैं, और उसका एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट एंड मेजर पार्ट आपने पेरेंटिंग कोचिंग में भी किया होगा. So he was not stuck here. He wanted to understand more, so he worked on other aspect of psychology of child development. So that's how we brought this idea of importance of child psychology. बच्चे कैसे communicate करते हैं in different stages, different ages, how they have got influenced by environment, how they are going to control their urges, what they are thinking inside, कैसे वो एक अच्छा socially और emotionally resilient child हम जो है वो brought up कर सकते हैं, how we can enhance their cognitive abilities even if our environment is not so much resourceful, how we can establish their future success, and एक parent child का better connection कैसे build होता है. Why child psychology? हमने तो already दी parenting से parenting का कोर्स किया है, फिर मनीष सर ने क्यों बोला कि ये webinar attend करें? Because today's scenarios are completely different. Now we have to take a step further to understand how psychology is getting roasted by the environment in such young ages. Now lifestyles have changed. Now environmental scenarios have changed. Now the genetic combinations have drastically changed. So many different factors, they are also impacting a newborn child. Their development inside the womb because of the different lifestyle of mother. Mother's lifestyle has also very much changed. So earlier they were not under so much pressure. They were only catering emotional needs at home, taking care of everyone. But now they have to balance their professional as well as personal life. They have to take on so many other responsibilities. They have to go through so many stressors. And then medical emergencies, so much of medication, so much of doctor suggestions, and changing environment, global warming, pollution, noise pollution, social media pollution, competition to be best parent, comparison with other young mothers, anxiousness, perfection syndrome. There are so many aspects जिसमें बच्चे जो हैं वो जब आ रहे हैं इस दुनिया में, they are overstimulated. But because of nuclear families and lack of enough support to the young mothers and fathers, they are under supported. हम माने या ना माने, हम बहुत ज्यादा रिसोर्सेज तो दे पा रहे हैं, हम मॉडर्न लाइफ भी दे पा रहे हैं, हम लोग बहुत फैसिलिटीज दे पा रहे हैं, एजुकेशन का स्टेटस बहुत रेज हो गया है, but emotional support drop हो गई है. So that's how emotionally distressed children they are coming in environment. बहुत सारे cases young बच्चों में, young बच्चे I am telling you 6 to 8 years. Being a child psychologist since last 5 to 6 years, consistently I am tackling kids of 6 to 8 years जिनको anxiety attacks आ रहे हैं, जो depression में जा रहे हैं. And they are going through behavioral dysregulation. Academic pressure तो definitely बढ़ रहा है, आपके ऊपर financial pressure बढ़ रहा है, बच्चों के ऊपर competition का pressure बढ़ रहा है, and they are just so much confused in this social media and global world due to overexposure and overstimulation of information overload before time. उनका body और उनका brain इतना develop नहीं हुआ जितनी information उनको अचानक से मिलनी शुरू हो गई है. Rather than parents, grandparents, or a loving family environment, they are more dependent since very early age on screen. So social comparison is not only in physical space, it is in digital space also. And emotional literacy mein, we are so much educated, we are highly literate, we are so much equipped if we talk about information. Knowledge की कमी नहीं है, लेकिन parents में, खुद में, और हमारे एज के जो ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स हैं उनमें इमोशनल रेगुलेशन खुद में नहीं है. They have so much pressure, they have so much stress, anxiety. So if they are not regulated, how they can raise emotionally regulated kids? So emotional literacy, psychological aspect of child development, it is important not only for parents, not only for educators, it is also important for parenting coaches, for all the adults who are working with kids or parents in any area. Even I would like to say society at large. So that's why this program is very important, because when we talk about emotion, जब भी एक बच्चा अर्ली चाइल्डहुड में स्कूल जाता है, मेन स्ट्रीम स्कूल में, हमारे लिए वो एक सेलिब्रेशन का टाइम होता था, बट अब बच्चों के लिए वो एक ह्यूज स्ट्रेस का टाइम है कि एक 6 साल का बच्चा भी बुली हो रहा है, एक 6 साल के बच्चे का भी कंपैरिजन हो रहा है. सो करंट रियलिटी इज इन स्कूल अगर आपको बताएं, बिकॉज पेरेंट्स कहते हैं बस अब ये थोड़ा बड़ा हो जाए, स्कूल जाने लगे, हमारी जिम्मेवारी खत्म. मदर को एक सुख का सांस आता था. और फिर हमारे पेरेंट्स ने तो, आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर, वो स्कूल में ऐसे दे आए थे जैसे बच्चा डोनेट कर दिया होता है कि नाउ इट इज योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. और हमें ये बताया जाता था दैट इज योर सेकेंड होम, दे आर योर सेकेंड पेरेंट्स. हमारे बाद वही आपकी सबसे ज्यादा ध्यान रखते हैं, सो यू हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट देम इक्वली. और हम बड़े हुए हैं टीचर्स के लिए घनघोर भरपूर श्रद्धा लेके, लेकिन आज ये सारा एस्पेक्ट अगर हम सोसाइटी में देखते हैं तो चेंज हो गया है. क्यों? क्योंकि हमारा लाइफस्टाइल चेंज हुआ है, थॉट प्रोसेस चेंज हुआ है, कोर बिलीफ्स चेंज हुए हैं, हमारी आइडियोलॉजीज चेंज हो गई हैं. वी आर सो कंफ्यूज्ड. We are not giving credit to ethics, values, or care, or emotional intimacy. We are giving more credit to power, money, name, fame, and so much superficial aspects in our life. And that is also impacting our kids somewhere. In school, they are feeling so much anxious before getting exposed to that environment that they are showing psychosomatic complaints. Anybody is aware about psychosomatic complaints? Anybody would like to say something? Yes, Megha ji.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. So psychosomatic complaints are physical symptoms which appear because of some mental disturbance that is going on, either anxiety or depression or sadness. And they manifest it on a physical level, headache, stomach pain, vague symptoms, which you cannot relate with any illness.
Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. I know you are a doctor, and it's so our privilege to you to be here, so you can give us many insights about that with time. So whenever a child is under stress due to any reason, child is crying before going to school. We talked about school refusal cases recently in one workshop. So why school refusal is increasing? That may be a separation anxiety of a child from mother or caregiver. That may be there some stress. Last month, I was talking to one child of 8 years old who was not ready to go to school suddenly after a few holidays. Because what she said कि मुझे लगता है जब मैं घर आऊंगी तो मम्मा नहीं रहेंगे. क्यों नहीं रहेंगे? So I was just listening to somebody saying in our neighborhood that आजकल डेथ बहुत हो रही हैं. Young people are dying in gym. Young people are dying on roads. Young people are dying in sleep. So I thought कि tomorrow if I will go to school, when I will come back, so my mom will not be there. I love my mama. I can't stay without her. So मैंने कहा आप घर रह के क्या करते हो? I keep an eye on her. मैं उनको ऑब्जर्व करती रहती हूँ, वो ठीक है ना? And that she could not tell at home because they were not asking. They were just suggesting, they were just punishing, they were just complaining, they were just blaming. तुम्हारा नाटक चलता है, तुम्हें अटेंशन चाहिए, इतनी बड़ी हो गई हो, अभी भी तुम्हें ये समझ में नहीं आता. So many psychosomatic complaints, they are coming from parental conflict. Even aggression or withdrawal is a communication. This behavior is a communication. I need help. I am suffering. It's not about showing tantrums. So there is early exposure to parental trauma, family conflicts, and even teachers, they are so much under pressure. They have so much to take care of syllabus and other activities in the school. They are not well equipped to handle all this. Or if even they are equipped, they are so much scared. पेरेंट्स क्या कहेंगे, मैनेजमेंट क्या कहेगी, मैंने जरा सा भी इतना सा कुछ किया तो पता नहीं क्या हो जाएगा. बिकॉज नाउअडेज पेरेंट्स they don't consider them as a third leg of the triangle. They expect everything from them, but they can't rely on them. They have their own kind of reasons. I'm not blaming anyone, but there is a huge turbulence in this triangle, parent, teacher and child. So this turbulence की वजह से बच्चे की जो एक बेस है, एक अस्तित्व है उसका जो ग्राउंड है वो सब हिल रहा है. And that's why in every classroom, there is anxious child, emotionally neglected child, misunderstood child, and behaviorally labeled child. बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग बात मैं आपको बताती हूँ. Earlier we were saying कि kids are not diagnosed, people are not aware. उनको पता ही नहीं है कि बच्चों के डिफरेंट इश्यूज क्या होते हैं. सो बच्चे निग्लेक्ट हो जाते हैं, इग्नोर हो जाते हैं, उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स किसी को समझ ही नहीं आती. Because people are not equipped and aware. वहां से जंप करके हम एकदम से उस स्पेस में आ गए हैं when everybody is so much aware. इतने भारी भारी टर्म्स पता चल गए सोशल मीडिया से कि एक 8 साल का बच्चा भी आके बोलता है मुझे एंजाइटी हो रही है, मुझे पैनिक अटैक आता है. एंड टीचर्स whenever a child is hyperactive, इसको ADHD है. So earlier they were underdiagnosed, now they are overdiagnosed or misdiagnosed. Just labeled without any proper knowledge, without any proper solution or suggestion. We are only imposing our content, read content or some listen content to everyone around. That is very, very risky. On Instagram, she is confident. On WhatsApp, she is funny. At home, oh my God, she is silent. Whenever teacher asks, what do you want to become? She hesitates. She thinks, doctor, designer, influencer, engineer. She doesn't know what she wants, but she knows what everyone else expects. She laughs loudly at jokes she doesn't find funny. She changes opinions to match the group under peer pressure. She adjusts so much, she forgets her original shape. Whenever she observes her reflection in the mirror, she looks at herself and whispers, why do I feel fake? Dear parents, this is not rebellion, this is not ignorance. So if it is happening around everywhere, you know very well. हम लोग देख रहे हैं अभी तक जितना भी बच्चों के अंदर एग्रेशन आ रहा है या विथड्रॉल आ रहा है और स्क्रीन के पीछे छुपना है या फिर सुसाइडल आइडिएशंस हैं, नॉन सुसाइडल सेल्फ हार्म टेंडेंसीज हैं, इतनी ज्यादा बढ़ गई हैं। आप हमसे पूछिए एज ए मेंटल हेल्थ प्रैक्टिशनर कि कितना ज्यादा क्योस है इन बच्चों की लाइफ में, जो वो कम्युनिकेट ही नहीं कर पाते हैं, बिकॉज पेरेंट्स एंड टीचर्स दे आर नॉट इक्विप्ड टू आस्क द राइट क्वेश्चंस. So whenever we see this fear, whenever we see this anxiety, whenever we see this withdrawal or aggression or rash replying back or harsh driving, it is all saying help me, I am in trouble. So but हम सबके पास उतना इंफॉर्मेशन, उतना टेक्निक्स, उतनी स्ट्रेटजीज, उतना वेल इक्विप्ड कैलकुलेटेड बैलेंस्ड इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है कि हम राइट टाइम पे इन बच्चों की कंफ्यूजन को राइटली केटर कर सकें. एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी आर हियर टू ब्रिंग दिस प्रोग्राम इन चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजी, एड्रेसिंग different problems in different stages and areas of a child life. So a child psychologist, after this program, they will be able to understand not only physical but cognitive, socio-emotional and other developmental areas of a child life. And then studying the behavior and emotions at different stages, how they impact the growth, how they impact the development, how they impact their academics, how they impact their social behavior, how they impact their speech, कैसे स्पीच डिसऑर्डर होता है, कैसे ईटिंग डिसऑर्डर होता है, कैसे ये अलग अलग डिसऑर्डर्स को हमें आइडेंटिफाई और क्योर करना है. एंड द मेन मोटिव इज टू हेल्प चिल्ड्रन टू ग्रो वेल इन ऑल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ लाइफ. And if there are some challenges due to any reason, then how to manage with those challenges. Even we support parents in this program. Anybody who is going to attend this program, they will be able to counsel for mental health disorders. They will be able to understand family conflicts, legal disputes, and how to overcome grief. कैसे बच्चों के ऊपर सेपरेशन का असर होता है, if parents are getting separated, कैसे बच्चों के ऊपर जो है वो फैमिली कन्फ्लिक्ट्स का, निग्लेक्टफुल पेरेंटिंग का इम्पैक्ट होता है साइकोलॉजिकली. एवरीथिंग वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस, एवरीथिंग वी आर गोइंग टू एड्रेस and then going to give other aspects and cure. कैसे बच्चे किसी भी untimely sudden death को लेते हैं, how they process grief and how we can help them to overcome that grief timely. That is also part of this program. So whenever you do this program, what will be the scope? Skills तो हमने जैसे डिस्कस किए कि हम क्या क्या कर पाएंगे, और स्किल रिक्वायर्ड क्या होते हैं चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजिस्ट बनने के लिए. कुछ खास नहीं कि आपके पास एम्पैथेटिक लिसनिंग पेशेंस होनी चाहिए, आप नॉन जजमेंटल हो, आप इमोशंस को डील करके हील करने के लिए इंटरेस्टेड हो. ओके, सो आप कंट्रीब्यूट करना चाहें इन द वेल बीइंग ऑफ ह्यूमैनिटी इन ऑल एरियाज ऑफ लाइफ. एंड देन with this program we can create a huge scope of career also. There are so many career pathways in private practice, in schools, hospitals and government agencies, as well as as a freelance. So are you ready? Should we reveal the program? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Beena ji, definitely we are recording this and definitely we will provide recording too. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are going to reveal the complete modality of this advanced diploma, which is called 8 weeks advanced diploma in child psychology, where we are going to discuss how to bridge science, psychology and skill. So why an advanced diploma? Why it is not a certificate and short-term course? Because we have to understand child assessments, we have to understand school-based intervention models, we have to understand child counseling based on CBT, we have to understand how a parent-child relationship work, and then different case studies according to my own career experience. So everything will be depending on mental health, social, emotional development of the
Good
child.
afternoon, dear Sween.
So here it is a small testimony by a participant for your kind reference. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, dear Sween ma'am. Thank you is such a small word, because whatever I have learned from you in my advanced diploma in child psychology, it cannot be told in words like this in a small video. After the course is completed, I'm finding myself a better teacher, a happy human being, and an evolved soul. You won't believe me, even having 33 years of experience in teaching, so many things about kids, about their mental development as age wise spectrum, and जाने अनजाने पेरेंट्स जो गलतियां कर जाते हैं या एजुकेटर्स कर जाते हैं, एवरीथिंग आई हैव लर्नड इन अ वेरी इनोवेटिव वे. और आपकी जो सबसे बेस्ट बात मुझे लगती है कि आपको देखकर ये कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं आता कि ओहो आप किसी बहुत नॉलेजेबल बंदे के साथ बात कर रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्या होगा. आप अपने पार्टिसिपेंट्स के लेवल पे आकर हैंड होल्डिंग करके उनको बड़ी मोहब्बत से आगे लेकर जाती हैं और अपनी प्यारी सी बुलंद आवाज़ में अपनी मुस्कुराहटों के साथ अपनी ज़िंदगी को शेयर करते हुए दूसरों को भी इनकरेज करती हैं. कई सारी बातें इस ग्रुप में भी जो कईयों ने कभी नहीं कही होंगी, आप इतना इजी प्लेटफॉर्म दे देती हैं कि हम लोग शेयर कर सकते हैं. मेरे अपने अंदर का जो चाइल्ड है, बच्चा है, उसने भी बहुत कुछ सीखा मैम. कुछ पुराने ब्रूसेस थे, दे वर बाम्ड वेरी नाइसली, एंड आई थैंक यू फॉर व्हाट यू आर. एंड बाकी आपके साथ ये सफ़र बहुत लंबा चलेगा, अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है. और जो ग्रुप के साथी आपके साथ कंफर्टेबल होकर अपनी इनपुट्स देते हैं, इनसाइट्स देते हैं, इट्स अमेजिंग. जर्नी विद यू इज़ नॉट ओनली लर्निंग, इट्स लाइक लिविंग लाइफ टू इट्स मैक्सिमम पोटेंशियल. गॉड ब्लेस यू मैम. मेरे दिल से दुआ है आप खुश रहें और इसी तरह दुनिया में मुस्कुराहटें बांटते हुए लोगों की ज़िंदगियां बेटर करती रहें. थैंक यू.
Whenever we talk about any program, this program is as equally unique as you have if taken other programs from the Mind Mentors. And why we brought this program for parenting coaches? Because as a child counselor, as a teen and adolescent coach, let me tell you, there are so many things which parents are worried about. And because I am catering to many parenting coaches, I am giving internships, I am facilitating them in their daily cases. So they are not able to answer their queries. क्योंकि इस तरह की प्रॉब्लम्स पेरेंट्स लेके आते हैं और फिर हम यहाँ पे रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं वो सारे चीजें जो बच्चे हमसे आके डिस्कस करते हैं एज ए टीन एंड एडोलेसेंट कोच. तो आपके बच्चे थेरेपिस्ट को या काउंसलर को स्कूल में क्या क्या कहते हैं बिहाइंड द डोर्स, दैट इज एक्चुअली वेरी 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 डिफरेंट थिंग. बच्चे घर पे कैसे बिहेव करते हैं, दे आर कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट, एंड व्हाट दे से टू देयर काउंसलर और थेरेपिस्ट, इट इज कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट. So we have to understand that aspect of child development also. So when they tell कि whenever I am sad, my parents think I am ungrateful. क्योंकि हम ज्यादातर क्या बोलते हैं, मुंह बना के रखते हो, हमेशा तुम्हारी शक्ल पे 12 बजे रहते हैं, हमारे टाइम पे तो ये नहीं होता था, फिर भी हम इतने रिस्पॉन्सिबल थे, हमने कभी इस चीज की डिमांड नहीं की, तुम्हारी इतनी डिमांड्स पूरी होती हैं, फिर भी तुम्हारे नखरे नहीं खत्म होते, एंड ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. So whenever the child is trying to explain or communicate, we start suggesting. हम हमेशा सजेस्ट करना शुरू करते हैं. We preach, we lecture, and when they make mistake, most of us, they just pick their problems, their lies, their manipulations, or some their mistakes, and we use them as a tool for their lifetime. So when they see their parents' reactions, they can't communicate in future. Few kids, they are telling me कि मैम आप समझ ही नहीं सकते कि मेरे घर में मुझे लगता है कि आई एम ए प्रोजेक्ट फॉर माई पेरेंट्स, एंड इफ आई एम नॉट ए सक्सेसफुल प्रोजेक्ट, then they will be failure because of me in the society. So they all the time compare me with others, either neighborhood kids or their friends' kids or some cousins in the family. Kids feel कि उनके लिए घर एक अखाड़ा है जहां हर वक्त एक कुश्ती चल रही है और उन्हें वो जीतना है. So they are judged on the basis of their performance. And as a human being, they always feel disappointed because nobody is looking for their humanity, kindness, caring, or some other skills and abilities. Every child coming with any kind of problem, they always tell me this. Yes, we love our parents. Yes, we love them. We respect them. But they don't understand me. And same is said by parents कि हम अपने बच्चों से ज्यादा हमारी जिंदगी में क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट वो हमें समझते ही नहीं. हमारी हर बात को उल्टा लेते हैं. वो हमसे बात ही नहीं करना चाहते. वो हमारी सुनना ही नहीं चाहते. Why they are silent? Because they don't feel safe. They know you care. They know teachers also care. They are doing their best. But there is some kind of emotional gap. There is some kind of bridge which is missing, and that bridge we have to take care of. We have to bridge that gap. We have to take care of that emotional void. So anybody can enroll this program, any psychology graduate, any school counselor, any teacher without even psychology background. If you are not going to apply as a child psychologist, special educators already who are working in social work or NGOs or hospitals, or if you are an educator, if you are a parenting coach, any parent जिसको लगता है कि मेरे बच्चे को ADHD है या मेरे बच्चे को ये अटेंशन फोकस का इशू है या बच्चे चाइल्डहुड डिसऑर्डर का शिकार हो रहे हैं, स्क्रीन एडिक्शन है, बिहेवियरल एडिक्शन है, they need some structured program, they are most welcome. Because in this program, we train parents to take care of their hyperactive, hyper-impulsive kids. Look at one example. So this child, very hyperactive child with same age group of cousin. So very anxious mother, very stressful mother. She was under so much stress due to this hyperactive, hyper-impulsive child. And with this program, she could take some kind of strategies, how to manage, how to structure the routine, how to keep him busy. And then along with that, she could heal herself and she could help the child also. And then she sent me this video, how their routine is changing, how now that is a happy child rather than disturbing and misdiagnosed child. So whenever we talk about child psychology, there are so many jobs, there are a wonderful scope, and educational qualification, it is also helping you in this program, because after this completion of this program, you will be able to work as a school child counselor. Even you will be a child behavior specialist. You can also work as a parenting coach, and if you are a parenting coach, then you can add on other specific अपनी labeling and certifications with you. Early intervention associate, NGO mental health facilitator, and private practice assistant. You can also write child psychologist if you have studied psychology as a subject even in graduation or masters. But if you have not opted for psychology subject in your any degree, then we won't suggest to write child psychologist if you are going to apply for any job. But if you are working as a freelance, then you can, yes, you can say yourself as a child counselor. So there is a growing demand in schools, clinics, educational institutes, as well as in society at large. I always appeal people to come for this program and understand what that gap is, why we are losing our kids in very, very fast-paced world. So we have to retain that understanding. We can help people, we can help parents. Even as a freelance, online, there is a huge scope, because people from abroad, they are seeking help from Indians. वहां पे टाइम नहीं मिलता है, बच्चों को वहां की चीजें समझ में नहीं आती है, पेरेंट्स को मुश्किल आ रही है. So you can serve across the globe. After attending this program, I assure you, you will be able to help parents, educators, and to cater children at every stage, from toddler to adolescence. Okay, so that will be effective parenting strategies also, and effective remedies for different disorders. So here is the module of our 8 weeks program on the screen. So first module, introduction to child counseling, different child counseling modalities, and how psychological impact is there on stages of development. किस तरह से फैमिली एनवायरनमेंट और पेरेंटिंग का चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट पे इम्पैक्ट आता है, और बच्चे को अलग अलग एरियाज और स्टेजेस में किस किस तरह की डिफिकल्टीज फेस करनी पड़ती हैं, जो पेरेंट्स अपनी जर्नी में, अपने स्ट्रगल में बिल्कुल ओवरलुक कर जाते हैं. कौन कौन से मेजर डिसऑर्डर्स होते हैं इन चाइल्डहुड, उनको हम इन डेप्थ एक्सप्लोर करते हैं. एंड हाउ टू मेक चिल्ड्रन मोर सोशली, इमोशनली resilient. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इज ईटिंग डिसऑर्डर्स, जो हम घरों में टेंट्रम्स, नखरे, और ग्रैंड मदर्स बोलती हैं माँ ने सिर पे चढ़ा रखा है, तुम तो मुंह में खिलाती हो इसलिए ये खाने में नखरे करते हैं, हमारे बच्चे तो करते नहीं थे. बट उसके पीछे साइकोलॉजिकल इम्पैक्ट्स क्या होते हैं, वी डिस्कस दैट. एंड देन CBT oriented child counseling techniques, play therapy, art therapy, mindful activities for hyperactive and hyper impulsive kids, and how we deal with parents and children together if we have to take that program. Then ADHD and autism, these are covered in detail in this program. And how to handle tantrums, anger, aggression, how to handle disruptive behavior, why kids lie, why kids talk back, why kids hide things from us. ये सारे मॉड्यूल में हम लोग अलग अलग जो 15+ कॉमन ऑब्जर्वेबल इश्यूज हैं, और इसमें हम लोग कुछ चीजें चेंज करते रहते हैं एज पर करंट ऑब्जर्वेशंस. ये मेरे साथ ये प्रोग्राम करने का यही फायदा है, बिकॉज आई एम ए चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजिस्ट, आई एम ए मेंटल हेल्थ प्रैक्टिशनर, साइकोथेरेपिस्ट. सो डेली बेसिस पे मेरे पास इतने सारे केसेस अलग अलग तरह के आते हैं. सो आई कीप ऑन अपग्रेडिंग माई करिकुलम ऑल्सो. And then how to handle child counseling in schools or in personal practice, parental and family counseling. And when we talk about teens and adolescents, there are so many challenges running around us. Early age relationships, there are different addictions, there are different catches and influences in their life. So teen counseling, completely we will address in this, how to handle different muddas of teens. एंड एज ए काउंसलर, एज ए फैसिलिटेटर आप उन्हें कैसे हैंडल करेंगे, एडोलेसेंट्स के कौन कौन से इश्यूज हैं उनको कैसे एड्रेस करते हैं. एंड देयर इज वन हॉट सेलिंग एंड वेरी मच इन डिमांड प्रोग्राम फ्रॉम माइंड मेंटोर्स, माई लाइफ माई चॉइसेस, which I conduct workshops and webinars for schools only, different schools and university and drug de-addiction centers. So there we give this one frame, my life, my choices, and we change the content according to the station where we have to deliver. So we will give you complete training of this workshop, what will be the content and how you will deliver it in any educational institute. That will be a bonus training program for you. And parental support, lifetime, hand holding and giving all the parental support, that will be included if you will do this diploma from Mind Mentorz. So this is the detailed curriculum. If there is any question, please feel free to ask. Any question, please? Okay. So as I told you earlier, our case studies, basically as so many testimonies you can find on our Google page, Google reviews, or on my YouTube channel or on my Insta and Facebook. So I don't want to flood this page with these testimonies. Yes, Gaurav sir, please.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, I actually wanted to have a word with you. Last webinar also I attended that. I had put down a message also on WhatsApp. Apparently, I have not seen that. So I just wanted to seek some time of yours. If we could give you a call after the webinar.
Yes, sir, sure, definitely. Most welcome.
I'll call you, ma'am, once we finish the webinar, then I'll give you a call.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will be happy to take any queries. So we have to focus on practical skills, and there will be completely practical training emphasis, supervised exposure with CBT expertise, and there will be so many resources. Yes, Dr. Beena?
Hi, ma'am. Good evening. Can you hear me properly?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, today I had my school invigilation program. I had an invigilation, so I missed your program. So where can I get this recording?
मैम आपको जहां इनविटेशन मिला होगा उसी ग्रुप में रिकॉर्डिंग आएगी. दिस दीप कम्युनिटी की तरफ से शेयर की जाएगी रिकॉर्डिंग. So you will definitely
Thank you, ma'am. This is the first question, and I actually have missed those things. Means from when are you starting this program, and how long it will going to take? Means how many days?
I'm going to coming that only. I'm coming to that. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. Thank you. So why to learn with us? Because I have a 35 years of transformational experience and real case examples in all ages. I'm serving the fourth generation. I have facilitated parents, educators, as well as kids of all the ages. So we are talking sense. We are talking practical things. We are not creating degree holders. We are not teaching from books or same slides. We are always in practical discussions. थोड़ा सा glimpse आपको इस presentation से भी पता चला होगा. So every module, if anybody joins my batch again as a repeater course, they find so many things different in all my courses, because I keep learning, unlearning and relearning, and I keep on adding new researches, new case studies, new examples.
Hi, this is Deepika Anand Chauhan. I take immense pleasure in sharing that I have successfully completed level 2 of the Advanced Child Psychology program. I'm glad I chose Dr. Sween Saini as my mentor and guide for pursuing my interest in this field. She is an ocean of knowledge when it comes to human psychology, and her ability to connect with people and to guide them through their challenges is commendable. The course was an immense learning experience as the content revolves around real life situations and case studies that are discussed during the sessions. The group discussions and the personal experiences shared by the participants add a lot of value to the learning experience. Besides, the resources and the material shared during the course give you in-depth knowledge about the topics in a very engaging and interesting manner. I would like to recommend this course to anybody and everybody who is interested in psychology. I would also like to thank Mind Mentorz and Dr. Sween Saini once again for her continuous guidance and encouragement. I really appreciate your efforts, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So yes, coming to program schedule, will be waiting for the same. So program schedule is 8 weeks or 2 months. It is internationally accredited certified program, advanced diploma in child psychology. Every day, 90 minutes class, 1.5 hour. Okay. And Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. And we are starting our fresh batch from day after tomorrow, Monday evening, 6 to 7:30. So this is the program schedule. Monday to Friday for 2 months means 8 weeks. And there will be around, you can say, 40 sessions. And then 1.5 hour daily, starting from 9th March, 6 to 7:30, as Manisha suggested, because many of us, we are working professionals, so we can't spare time in the morning. And this is a long program. And the best thing about this program is every day, all the participants have to share their takeaways. What I learned today, not content or minutes of the meeting like, मुझे आज क्या मिला, मैंने आज अलग क्या सीखा, जिससे दूसरे को भी एक नया पर्सपेक्टिव मिलता है. So that is one rule of our training programs. Another, we share daily recordings in the group. So when you miss this program, someday if you are not able to attend, so you will receive the recording also. There are no extra charges for recording. Recordings, they will be available on YouTube channel. No need to download. आपको सिर्फ link note करके किसी document में रख लेना है. Lifetime you can access anytime. And program cost for full program, for 2 months program, is 20,000. But for deep coaches, today's offer, because it is Women's Day also, and most of the coaches, they are females in our deep community. So we are offering this program in 15,000 only. So this is the time to act, not to think. Okay. So there is a dire need of people who want to help, contribute, and enhance their skills. And they just try to be a bridge to stop the damage and to be a bridge between the child and the parent.
Hey everyone, this is Shilpa Sanjeev.
So this is Steffi ma'am's number from Deep Community. For any other course information, you can talk to me. And for registration details, you can approach Steffi ma'am. Any other question, feel free to ask, please. I'm here. Thank you so much for your presence today. Yes, please. Any question? Any doubt? Any query? Okay. So thank you again for your valuable participation and your presence. So I am looking forward to your quick enrollments, because we are starting from Monday, and I am very much open for queries or calls. So we can talk now after this program, or tomorrow, Sunday after 2, because tomorrow we are having a webinar on personality profiling for teachers, educators, and parents in psychological aspect. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.